Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time to get some exercise. What do you want the boys and girls to do today, Coach B? Huh? You want to do some hopscotch? That's a good idea. Pretty soon, it's going to be fall, and then it's going to be winter. We won't be able to do hopscotch outside. All right, but we're going to need some stuff to do that, Coach B. Huh? You got all that stuff in the cave? What do you got in there? Oh, you got some chalk in his box. And he's got something to make squares with, in case you like perfect squares. You could use a folder, or you could use a magazine, or a spiral notebook. But we're gonna still need one more thing. What are we missing? I bet Coach B knows. Yep, he already put it in his cave. You are always right on the ball, aren't you, Coach B? If you said beanbag, you are correct. All right, if you want to do hopscotch, the first thing you need to be able to do is balance on one foot. And it's best to balance on your favorite foot. This is my favorite foot. This is the foot I use when I kick a football. This is the foot I use when I kick the ball in kickball. This is my favorite foot. So I'm going to balance on that foot. I'm going to tuck my pants inside of my sock so that I remember that that is my favorite foot. The next thing that you need to be able to do is pick up the beanbag without letting this foot touch, this hand touch, or this hand touch the ground. So I'm going to pick up this beanbag without letting anything else touch. And that's the trickiest part of hopscotch for some people. Okay, here's our hopscotch. But you probably don't have one like this in your driveway. So that is where the chalk comes in. That's also where the magazine, the notebook, and the folder come in. Guess which one I'm going to use? Well, you can see my camera shaking. It's kind of windy. I'm going to use the heavy one. I'm going to use the magazine. If you guessed magazine, you are correct. Did you know that you can make your hopscotch pattern any way that you want? It doesn't have to look like this one. Watch as I make a different one. Can you see how they are different? Okay, we're still missing one thing. Can you tell what it is? You said numbers. You are correct. Okay, now that we got it made, first let's try the pattern without any toss of the beanbag, without any balance. I'm going to use my favorite foot. I will let you turn around on the other side like this, but I still have to use my favorite foot on the way back. Now my other foot can touch at the very end. Did you see how that worked? So when there's one square by itself, your favorite foot goes in that square. When there's two squares side by side, like the 2 and the 3 here, that's when you gotta boom your shoes both at the same time. Once you practice that for a few times and you can do it perfectly without any mistakes, then you're ready for the beanbag. If you don't have a beanbag, you might have to find something else. Here I have a wood chip. All right, I got the wood chip in square number 1. That means that my foot cannot go in that square until that wood chip is gone. So I have to jump over that and land on the number 2 and 3 with a boom. Balance on your favorite foot. Boom. Turn around and go back again with your favorite foot. 10 is a 1 foot. 8 and 9 are a boom. It's a pattern. Boom first, then balance. Then you got to pick up that wood chip without letting this foot touch the ground, this hand touch the ground, this hand touch the ground, and that's the tricky part. Once the wood chip is gone from square number 1, now my foot has to go there. Guess which foot? Yeah, your favorite foot. It's always going to be your favorite foot. And that's a 1 foot square, not a boomer. So 1 foot in, and you're done with number 1. If any part of my body would have touched the ground when I picked up the wood chip, my turn would be over. Good try. And I would do square number 1 again. Once you have done number 1 correctly, then you get to go to number 2. You cannot go to number 2 in Phi Ed class until you do number 1 perfectly. And there's only one right way to do it. So I'm on number 2, and you're going to notice that it is a different pattern. Since the beanbag is in number 2, I get to keep my turn. If I would have missed, good try, Mr. Winkler. But it's in. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, boom. 1 foot, boom. 1 foot. Can you see how I'm taking my time? There's no hurry, especially when your feet are side by side and you're boom. Take your time, think about it so that you don't make a mistake. Favorite foot. Boom. See me take my time now? I can kind of think which one's my favorite foot. Now this is the tricky part. I'm going to balance on 1 foot on number 4 this time. And same as last time, nothing can touch the ground. I'm going to pick up the beanbag. And now there's no beanbag in number 2, so this is a boomer now. This is my 2 foot boom. And then there's the 1 foot again. My favorite foot. And that's how you do number 2 correctly. So when you get all the way down to number 10, you can either come back 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or if you want a real challenge, try starting over, but use your other foot to balance on. Coach B wants to see if I can do it with my other foot. So I'm going to switch my legs here. And I think I was on number 3. I did 1 correctly, I did 2 correctly. Let's do number 3, but let's use this one. Let's use this hopscotch. It's in the square, I get to keep my turn. Woo! That was tricky, that was a different pattern. And it's my other foot. Boom first, then balance when you pick up the beanbag. I gotta balance on my other foot this time. This is not my favorite foot. Now the beanbag's not in number 3 anymore, so that means my foot has to go there. And it's my not favorite foot. And that's how you do number 3 correctly. Now I can do number 4. Well, we hope you liked the video. Sometimes in Phi Ed class, we do things that are kind of tricky and kind of hard to do. Coach B has 2 rules to remember in Phi Ed class when things are tricky and when things are hard to do. Can you guess what they are? I bet you can. I know some of you know these. First one is try your best. That's all you can do is your best. And the next one is when things are hard, when things are tricky, keep trying. Don't give up. If you keep practicing, eventually you'll get it, and you'll get good at it too. Okay, good luck with your hopscotch. It's a little tricky. Keep trying. Don't give up. Better say bye, Coach B. Till next time.